Sirhan, the man who killed Robert Kennedy. In the words of Robert Kennedy, progress is a nice word, but change is its motivator, and change has its enemies. Sirhan was born in Palestine and moved to America in 1956 at age 12. Sirhan's father struggled with the move and returned to Palestine, leaving his wife and family in the U.S. alone. Sirhan was raised as a Jordanian Christian, but often experimented in the Baptist faith and Seventh-day Adventism. It's often believed that Sirhan was beaten by his father. Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy was the son of Joe Kennedy Sr. and Rose Elizabeth Fitzgerald. From a young age, Kennedy was exposed to the political sphere. He and his family moved to London when his father became an ambassador for the United States. He was educated in the finest schools from early on. He eventually graduated from Harvard, where he played varsity football. After graduating, he toured Europe and the Middle East as a Boston Post correspondent. During this time, he was very critical of the Palestinians and complimented the Jews' work ethics. Upon his return, Robert Kennedy managed his brother John F. Kennedy's presidential campaign. He became the Attorney General, thanks to his dad, and established himself as another successful crime-fighting Kennedy. In studying assassinations, people often wonder, why would you do it? Sirhan didn't agree with Robert Kennedy's views on the Jewish nation and felt that he left the Palestinians as a poor, exploited people, as he stated in his journal. To prevent the injustices that Sirhan was certain that Robert Kennedy would commit as president, he felt justified in taking Robert Kennedy's life on June 6, 1968. As I studied Robert Kennedy and Sirhan, I noticed some staunch comparisons. For instance, Robert Kennedy was a wealthy American. He was Catholic with an Irish heritage. He came from a strong family where his father was present and active in his life. Highly educated, Kennedy graduated from Harvard. He was an outspoken Zionist, and he was famous, surrounded by support and confidants. Reflecting over Sirhan's history, we can see that he was a poor Palestinian refugee. Questionably Christian, he often switched denominations and wasn't strong in one singular Christian belief. He came from a single-parent home where he was abandoned by his father and most likely beaten. As a college dropout, he became fascinated with Zionism and became a renowned anti-Semite. He often confided in his journal in a free form of language, which looked like gibberish to the inspectors that found it after the assassination. Sirhan was probably crazy towards the end. Nowadays, Sirhan claims to have attended a Zionist parade the night before he murdered Robert Kennedy. He was so mad that he turned to alcohol. He claimed to have been drunk during the assassination and still holds to the original testimony. He was unaware of his actions and doesn't remember a thing. Because the court feels that he has yet to take responsibility for his actions, Sirhan remains incarcerated in San Diego County at the Richard Donovan Correctional Facility.